So good morning, Laurel Elementary. Let's try that again. I want you all to do your best to repeat after me. I want you all to say, Ya'at-eh. Now I want you to say, Ya'at-eh abineh. Good job, everybody. You all just said good morning in the Navajo language, which is one of the tribes that I come from. I come from both the Navajo and the Comanche tribe. I'm here today with my daughter Joni, who's also Navajo, Comanche, Shoshone, Eastern Shoshone, and Bannock. And we have Anthony Guzman, who's a member of the Ute tribe. And we're here today to share with you all some dances that you would commonly see at an event called a powwow. Has anybody here ever been to a powwow? Raise your hand. Awesome, good job. A lot of you very cultured individuals. But a powwow is a gathering where a lot of people that are Native American come together to share songs, to share stories, and to share dances and create community and belonging. So we're really, really excited to be able to bring Anthony and Joni here today to share with you their styles of dance. Today, we are here in what is called Oakland. Long time ago, and even today, the people who are from here, the Ohlone people, call this land, and I want you all to repeat after me. Huchun. Huchun. Which is the name of this area where we all go to school, or some of us may live. I don't know if you come from different places, but this is Huchun, the homeland of the Ohlone people, and to be more specific, the homeland of the Confederated Villages of Lashawn. All right, so I'm going to share with you all a couple different songs today and a couple different styles of dance. Our first dancer we're going to bring out is Mr. Guzman, who's celebrating again his 45th birthday today. And he had a special request. He said, you know what, Manny, when we get there, I want to share a style called the sneak up. Has anybody here ever snuck up on anybody? Like your parents, like you sneak around the corner and then you go, boom. Right, so Mr. Guzman is going to do something kind of similar to that, but what he's going to be doing, his dance that he's going to be sharing with you all, is he's going to be telling a story of how he would sneak up on people in battle, or how he would sneak around any threat or any harm that may come to him or his family to make sure that the people that he cares for are protected. So he's going to be dancing all in this dance space area, so we hope you all enjoy. I'm going to ask Anthony to come out here really quickly, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the items that you'll see on his outfit, his dance outfit. I want you all to remember that what you're seeing today, our dancers they're not wearing costumes. They are wearing their dance outfits or their dance clothes. So Mr. Guzman today, on top of his head, he has what's called a porcupine hair roach. And all of those little strands of hair, they all come from a porcupine. A porcupine, they're harvested, they're gathered, and then they're all tied on individually to make that shape and that design. On top of his porcupine hair roach, he has 2 eagle feathers, and then on his back, if he turns around, the lower part of his back there, he has what's called a bustle, a feather bustle. The way that we can tell our traditional dancers apart from the other dancers at a powwow is they have one bustle, a single bustle located at the bottom part of their back. That's our northern traditional dancers. We'll talk a little bit more about some of his outfit later, but we want to thank Mr. Guzman for sharing that style of dance with you all today. Our next dancer we're going to bring out is Joni Marshall-Lieres. Now Joni, everybody, is going to be celebrating her birthday really soon. Just in January, she'll be 10 years old, so right now she's still 9. She dances a style today that she's going to share with you called the fancy shawl. And the shawl is this cape-like thing that she's putting over her back right now. Joni, if you can turn around and show everybody your shawl. A long time ago, our women would only dance with a shawl draped over their arm. One woman decided, you know what, I want to change things up. I want to mix things up and I want to try something new. So she took her shawl over her arm and she draped it over her back and making it kind of like a cape. Does anybody know anybody who wears a cape? Who wears capes? Go ahead. Superman. Yeah, Superman wears cape. Who else? Batman. Who else wears a cape? Superwoman wears a cape. So check this out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all those people. Supergirl, everybody. So when you wear a cape, when you wear a cape, you kind of become a superhero. And so Joni's going to share with you today her superhero moves in a style called the fancy shawl. Are you ready? Mr. Guzman to come out into this dance space that we've created for you all. And I want to talk a little bit more about what they're wearing today. So again, they're not what? They are not costumes. Good job, Laurel Elementary, Laurel Lions. They're their dance outfits. Again, Joni's wearing a shawl, also with her dress. And Mr. Guzman is wearing his dance shirt, a dance vest. And on his front and his back, he has what's called aprons. So the same terminology that you would use for someone who's in the kitchen, who wears an apron not to get dirty, he wears aprons to keep himself covered. And then if you look all the way down to their feet, you'll see that they have on the latest pair of moccasins that their family or different people that they know constructed for them. They're going to walk around and show you their shoes. Again, these shoes are called moccasins. And on their moccasins, they have what's called beads. So some of you have beads that you might wear in your hair, or beads that you may wear in a necklace. And sometimes those beads are bigger, they're called pony beads. These beads are really, really, really small, and each of them are strung individually with a needle and then sewed on to the items that they have on today. Joni also has a beaded what's called a cape, beaded hair ties, a beaded choker, and a beaded headband. And Mr. Guzman has around his ankles, he has the hooves of deer, which make this sound when he dances. Cool, huh? All right, so this next dance we're going to do is what's called an intertribal song. And this is a dance, our style, when all of our dancers come out and they share the same space. There are times when just a certain style of dance will come out and dance, but this is a time for them to dance together, and they're going to share their style here today. Are you ready? Here we go. So this drum is made from the hide of a deer, and it was made by one of Joni's uncles and then gifted to me. And so I use it at different presentations like this. But it's made out of the hide, and this is just a regular stick that I made. I used some rawhide, or some buckskin at the top, which is also skin from a deer, for the head of the drumstick and also for the handle. And I just hit it like that, and it makes a really cool sound. There you go. All right, good job, everybody. Way to wake up your senses. Way to stay with the rhythm. Today you've heard different rhythms of the drum beat that we've shared. You've also heard different songs. And I know to you all, you might have been like, that all sounds the same, because it's the same person singing, and he's just kind of screaming around up there. But all of those songs that I sang, they were all made for a particular style of dance. So the song that I sung for Mr. Guzman was made for that style of dance. The song I sang for Joni was made for her style of dance. And then also the intertribal songs. So all of them were made with a purpose or an intention. And although none of those songs had any words in them, so they were all done in what's called vocables. And a vocable is a sound that you make with your mouth, but it doesn't have any meaning. There's no translation of those sounds into English. So just like some of your favorite singers on the radio, they might do something like ooh, like that doesn't mean anything, but it means something. Or your favorite rapper, your MC, they might do something like yeah, like that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't translate into English. Or you might have a singer that you might listen to, and they might do something like this. Right? That doesn't mean anything, but it means something. It sends an emotion, it sends a vibration and a passion to do something. So again, all of those sounds are all what we call vocables. So a lot of the songs that I sang today were sung in what's called vocables. So Now is the time for questions. So does anybody have any questions? We have one hand right over there. Yeah, right there. Go ahead. You want to just put your hand down, smiling. Yeah, you. Brandon. Oh, right on. You said you didn't have a question, you more had a comment and a big up. You said, I really like your outfits. Thank you. Right here in the front. The game is never over. All right. And I want to thank you all so much. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being such a great audience, being able to stay focused, being able to stay actively engaged, and for taking in all of that we shared with you all today. We really feel respected, we feel seen, so thank you all so much.
Thank you. Let's give them another round of applause.